Good day. The state television company Western Armenia represents the most important news for today's broadcast. The congratulatory message of the President of the Republic of Western Armenia, Armenak Abrahamyan, on the occasion of the New Year and Christmas. President Armenak Abrahamyan gave an interview to the public television of Western Armenia. The topic of the day with Grigor Amirzayan. The 10th issue of Western Armenia magazine was published. The Armenian district of Jerusalem was attacked. The European Union mission in Armenia carried out in patrol in Khachik village. Ina Sahakyan's film Dayligt of Aurora was included among the best animated films of MovieWeb. Dear compatriots, I can congratulate you on the occasion of the New Year. The harsh and the difficult events of the past years for the Armenian people will not be the reason for disappointment, but must be the reason for struggle of the rights of our people, the future of our homeland and the well-being of our next generation, with new strength and energy. I fully believe that starting from 2024, the Armenian nation will open a new page of unity and a new national ideology. History has repeatedly proven that Armenian will and the patriotic spirit can be the healing of our wounds and the cornerstone of our victories. I will assure you that the result of hard work and united struggle will come the day that every Armenian will live in dignity in his own de jure homeland. Dear compatriots, I wish this year to be a year of peace, stability, and development for Western Armenia, Eastern Armenia, and the world. You can watch the New Year message of the President of Armenak Abrahamyan on the YouTube page of Western Armenia TV. The correspondent of Western Armenian TV talked with the President of the Republic of Western Armenia, Armenak Abrahamyan. The President of Western Armenia, Armenak Abrahamyan, spoke about the urgent regional events that are directly related to both Western and Eastern Armenia. He analyzed the situation, gave clear assessment during the interview, and the President talked about the right of the people of Artsakh, the indigenous people, and the challenges of Western Armenia. The President of Western Armenia, Armenak Abrahamyan, also said in his speech that indigenous peoples, as part of their right to self-determination, can also form their own international court of justice. It is up to them to decide. But today we have the opportunity to appeal to the member state of the Council of Europe formed at the European Court of Human Rights, site which is a good start. At the end, President Armenak Abrahamyan sent a call for unity to all Armenians, saying, if there is a sorrow yet in Armenians' minds, so they should realize that we have work to do to protect our homeland. The New Year speech of the Prime Minister of Western Armenia, Seda Melikyan. Dear Armenian nation, one other page of our history. We have had many pages like this over the millennia. Regardless of whether it has been a year of gains or losses, we have not become complacent. We have not given up. We have not stopped creating, and we have moved forward with the determination of an ancient and indigenous nation towards the realization of our goals. Even today, no matter how difficult the present moment is, we move forward without discouragement and a dozen times depression, because our ancestors will never forgive us. We always remember that we are the carriers of the 1,000-year-old gen, which is passing through many trials, inherited the state of Armenia in the Armenian plateau. On the political map of the world, we see states that with centuries of history follow our steps with jealousy and often with a hidden admiration. Let's remember that none of the modern states has gone through the 1,000-year path of survival that we have gone through. For everyone, the long road of history is still ahead. We have hardened along the way and acquired skills that led us today on the path of eternity. Let's remember that we are the salt of this world and the giant of eternity in us. In the case disappears, humanity will disappear too. So my dear, remembering all this, I want to congratulate all of us on the upcoming year of 2024, and I wish good health, love, faith, strength, and move forward into the future, being faithful to our principal commandment. Grigor Amirzayan, a deputy of the third convocation of the National Assembly, Western Armenia, reports on his microblog that on Tuesday Baku sent back 2 French diplomats and France decides to expel 2 Azerbaijan diplomats as a reciprocal measure. French diplomats are being accused without any further details of carrying out activities incompatible with their status. The 10th issue of the Western Armenia magazine has been published. In that issue, you can read the historical reminder series, where once again recalls that in 1919, on February 26, the chairman of the Armenian national delegation, Bogos Nubar Pasha, presented Armenia's memorandum to the Supreme Court of the Allied Powers. In the 10th issue of Western Armenia magazine, you can read the message of the President of Western Armenia, Armenak Abrahamyan, on the occasion of the New Year and Christmas holidays. In the 10th issue, you can see the list of deputies of the first convocation of the National Assembly of Western Armenia. Armenian, English and French versions of the magazine in PDF format can be downloaded from the link below. More than 30 masked armed men invaded the territory of Ko Garden in the Armenian district of Jerusalem and brutally attacked bishops, priests, deacons and other representatives of the Armenian community, announced the Armenian Patriarch of Jerusalem. Priests, the students of the Armenian Theological Academy and the local Armenians were seriously injured. This is the criminal response we received to the Jerusalem District Court for the Ko Garden lawsuit. This is how Australian-Israel businessmen Daniel Rothman and George Warwer react to legal procedures. The threat to the existence of the Armenian Patriarch is now a physical reality. The Patriarch said, adding that bishops, priests and deacons and the local Armenians are fighting for their lives. The Patriarch calls on the authorities of countries all over the world and the international media to help to save the Armenian district from violent destruction. Bystanders of the European Union civilian mission in eastern Armenia carried out a patrol to inform about the security situation of Khachik village. The purpose of the patrol is to assess the security situation in the place, informs the statement. The documentary animated film Dayligt of Aurora, directed by Sahakyan, was included among the 16 best animated films of 2023 of MovieWeb, reports the National Cinema Center of Armenia, and adds that the film was also carried with the state financial support. Dayligt of Aurora is an Armenian, German, Lithuanian joint production film. This was all for today. Goodbye. Seda